ancient lake.
Okay. So it looks like we're starting with Dino Domain first. Yep, Dino first is always pretty hype. We're gonna start off with the, I guess you could say, easier tracks and get to the more difficult ones at the end. Usually in ATR runs, we'll start with Future Funland first because the first track in that trophy, Space Dust Alley, is notoriously hard, and we usually want a good Space Dust to start off our runs. So this tournament has been kind of unique in that we've been seeing our racers start with Dino Domain. So yeah, already on to the second race. This is Fossil Canyon, one of the harder car tracks, and you'll see why in just a second. Sweener is going to go for a trick called Canyonless, where he does a couple tight drifts to grab that blue balloon and hit the zipper, and launch himself into the canyon and try to skip as much of it as he can. Very annoying trick, very, precise, very difficult to do. So we'll see if he gets it again here. So he's chaining those boosts into the canyon, and you want to pick up one of those blue balloons there, but unfortunately Sweener, he missed them on both laps there. And he misses it on the third lap. Andy's taking it safe and just not going for it. Just not a bad strat either. It's very difficult. Alright, so Jungle Falls. A pretty short but technical track. One of the tricks in this one is the pond jump. So he's going to hit the zipper, and then he's going to kind of get a bit of a bounce off of the end of the pond there, and try and skip all the way down to where that dinosaur skull is. So Sweener gets a 41, which is not too bad. And Andy with a 43. Alright, so now we're on to Hot Top Volcano, and this is where you'll see the first out of bounds track. And it's very simple to do. You just grab a blue balloon and you aim down into the lava, and you barrel roll past the barrier there, and you sneak underneath the course wall. And then from here, you're free to fly around the course. You still have to hit some of these checkpoints here, so you can't. They still have to be on a set path, but this is much faster than doing the track normally. Obviously, you can just go from one end to the other, chaining barrel rolls. Super easy. So Sweener gets a 51, which is not too bad. Let's see what Andy gets. Andy with the 57. Alright, so Dino Domain already finished. On to Sherbet Island. And we've got the first hover track of the race. And what you're going to see on Sweener's screen is him moving back and forth, and we call that snaking. And the reason why we do that is because turning speed in the hovercraft is actually faster. So we kind of manipulate that by turning constantly from side to side, always getting that turning speed. Ooh, nice lap for andypanther. He was able to he was able to chain that boost into the blue balloon. That's pretty difficult to do. Sweener gets a 53. Not too bad. He's probably looking for a little faster than that. Maybe around a 51. And Andy also gets a 53, so tying Sweener there. Not bad. And now this is Pirate Lagoon. Not too big a fan of this track, to be honest. It's pretty finicky. Ooh, Andy got some nice speed there on the last straightaway. Actually looks like Andy's having a pretty decent Pirate Lagoon. Except he missed the looked like he missed the zipper there. Can he sub 1? He does, he gets a 59. Very nice for Andy. Alright, so now we're on to Crescent Island. This track is one of my favorite kart tracks. This one in Greenwood Village are really awesome. Sweener unfortunately not getting that sharp turn at the end. He gets a 25-second first lap. So there's a cool little trick here you can do. If you take that corner really fast, you kind of drift around it, and then right as you're about to go like down the slope, you slightly hold down on the control stick. You can actually get a little bit of air and then like float down to the ship's drawbridge. So it looks like Sweener wasn't able to do it on the last lap there. The leg kind of worked against him, but he got a 108, which is still pretty good. Now, time for Treasure Caves, which is the worst track in the game. I don't care what anybody says. You can fight me on this until you're blue in the face. This is the worst track in the game. It's so inconsistent. There's like 3 or 4 different strats you can do to get through this course, and they're all terrible. So let's see what they decide to do here. So, well, Sweener actually misses the blue balloon there. It looks like Andy Panther is chaining the last zipper with the blue balloon into the first zipper. That's a pretty common strat. He gets a 12-second lap. That's pretty good.
Trophy race. Everfrost Peak.
And he gets a 45. I missed what Sweener got. But now we're on to Everfrost Peak. This course is pretty challenging. We might see, this is where we might see Sweener maybe have a bit of an edge on Andy. But let's see. Sweener's first lap is a 23. It looks like Andy's playing it a little safe. This is one of the unique tracks where you can actually get through this entire race without using the accelerator. At the very beginning of the race, you use the accelerator to get yourself to the first zipper. But after that, once you get to the first zipper, if you're doing this track optimally, you'll never have to touch the accelerator again. You'll just chain boosts and chain barrel rolls, making your own speed and getting through the track that way. So Sweener gets a 106. So this is, yeah, Andy's gonna lose quite a bit of time here. He lost 10 seconds to Sweener on that race. Yeah, it's usually the plane tracks that separate the top runners from the others. Ooh, harsh bonk for Sweener there. Loses all his speed. He gets a 28 second lap, which is not too bad. Alright, so Sweener gets a 127, which is a little slower than his average, I think. I think he gets like a 125 or a 126. Alright, so now we're on to Snowball Valley. Sweener actually PB'd in this track last night. I think he got 40. So let's see how well he does here. This track is pretty difficult. At least I find. I played this track for about an hour and a half last night trying to get a 40 or a 39, and I just like couldn't do it. Ooh. Couple frustration honks there. He gets a 45. He's probably not too happy with that. Alright, now Sweener's on Frosty Village. A track that I used to hate, but I don't hate it as much, I guess, now. I really hated it for the fact that it was just such a laggy mess. There's this snow effect on the screen, and that always generated a lot of lag. And if you're playing with music, it's even worse. But I found that since playing a lot of ATR and playing with the music off, the track is not so bad. Ooh, another harsh bonk for Sweener. Alright, so Sweener approaching the finish. Looks like a 116. Yep. He's probably not too happy with that. He probably wants to shoot for maybe a 111, maybe a 112. Harsh bonk on Andy's side too. Unfortunately, like lining right up with that pillar. Alright, so Sweener's on to Boulder Canyon, and I really like this track. I think there's a lot of cool techniques you can do. This turn coming up here, I like a lot. Sweener's gonna ride that zipper and then chain that boost to almost like blast right through that C turn. Another frustration honk there. He kind of turned a little too sharp, and then he ended up catching the inside corner there. That was a nice boost, though, for Sweener. Let's see what Andy's got here. Nice boost from Andy, too. I kind of think windmill planes and Soy Sport Alpha out of bounds could be a big factor. Well, I know both of these guys will all do Spaceport Alpha, but I'm not sure if Andy is going to go for windmill planes. He generally hasn't gone for it, and he's been kind of slowly learning it now, but I'm not sure if he's comfortable enough to do it in a run. So we'll see. And Sweener usually has pretty good success with the trick, but you know, it just takes one time to miss it, and then that's it. So you never know. Oh, Andy's gonna go for windmill planes. Okay, that's interesting. We shall see then. Alright, so as I said before, Greenwood Village, another one of my favorite car tracks. Some really intricate turns here, like this one here, I really like. Oh, I missed that. I missed the time that Sweener got. But yeah, here we go. Windmill Planes. This is the second out of bounds track in the run. Probably the hardest trick in the game. So let's see if Sweener gets it here. He's going to chain the blue balloon with this zipper here, and he's going to barrel roll at this seam, and he actually gets it. So good job for Sweener. He just needs to stay out of bounds, which on this track is quite difficult.
Lap 2.
Yeah, this race is still pretty close. So Andy's holding on to that balloon. I wonder if he's doing the 3 balloon strat. Oh, okay. Oh, and he gets it. Yo. That a boy, Andy. Good job. So, oh, but he's in trouble here. He missed the checkpoint. No, you need to go back, Andy. You need to go right into that corner. No, he keeps turning too early. You need to go right in that corner. No, no. Oh, no. Yeah, so when I said this was the hardest trick in the game, I mean, I was also talking about out of bounds too. This track is, yeah, getting out of bounds is only half the battle. Now Andy's in real trouble here. Yeah, this is going to be very tough for Andy to come back from. That's really unfortunate. So the problem there was he didn't go too far enough into the corner, and every time he tried to go back to grab the checkpoint, he was turning too early. He needed to go right into that corner. Oh, and he gets trolled by the windmill This is pretty heartbreaking for Andy.
Lap 2.
Yeah, he didn't get the checkpoint in the corner, and unfortunately I think he kind of got lost as to where he was out of bounds, and he ended up back in bounds. Really tough. So Sweener's on Spaceless Alley now, the toughest track in the game. And it looks like he's doing a pretty good job. This track is kind of difficult to clutch, like, in the middle of a run. That's why we usually start with this track in runs. But it looks like he's gonna get a sub... Oh, I think he would have got a sub 120 if he didn't get that bonk. But still, 120 in a race is still pretty good. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, so Andy's like actually two races behind now. But this is a best of 3, so Andy might be too far back now, but there's always game 2. Hopefully he's listening in and he realizes the mistake he made on Windmill Plains, so that he can fix that. His clip looked really nice. He carried a lot of speed into the out of bounds there, so he could have been rolling. Ooh, wow, a harsh series of bonks for Sweener there. Let's see what he's got. 35 lap. He's probably not too happy with that. Ooh, he like got really lucky there. It looked like he was gonna hit that mine. Alright, nice RB turns through that sharp corner. Going into the loop. This is probably gonna be 142, I think? Or 144. Yeah, 144, sorry. Yeah, and he's not happy with that. Yeah, no, it's not easy to, you know, once you make a mistake, it's like very easy to fall into that trap and just continue to make mistakes. And he needs to regroup a little bit. And hopefully come back a little bit stronger in game 2. Oh my god. Andy Panther with the huge bonk getting sent back so far. That's why we do this track first. To avoid or to we basically reset when things like that happen, because that is too awful to have in a run. Andy with a 132, using the 12-set Sweener. Now Sweener's on the second last race. He's on Star City. Already on the 3rd lap of Star City. Ooh, harsh bonk there. Some more frustration honks. He missed that last blue balloon there. Gets a 118. Now on to the last race, Spaceport Alpha. This is the 3rd out of bounds track that you'll see in the run. Sweener's gonna try and pick up a few of these bananas. And he's gonna grab this shield here. Use the shield, grab the blue balloon, and then there's a little texture here missing on the Japanese version. So this trick is exclusive to the Japanese version, and you can kind of just fly right into that hole and then get out of bounds. Nice second lap for Andy. 33 is very good. But unfortunately, he hits the mine there. So Sweener, it looked like he had a 25:38, 25:37. His official time on SRL, let's see, is 25:51. So good job to Sweener. Takes game one. And you can kind of just fly right into that hole and then get out of bounds. Nice second lap for Andy. 33 is very good. But unfortunately, he hit oh dear, is Andy listening to the stream? The mine there on his computer right now? Alright, I'll just let past me commentate. So Sweener, it looked like he had a 25:38, 25:37. His official time on SRL, let's see, is 25:51. So good job to Sweener. Takes game one. All right, is past me done commentating? I think so. Sweener had the stream up. And you can kind of just fly. All right, so Andy Panther get out of bounds. On his way to Spaceport Alpha. Let's see if he gets this out of bounds. But unfortunately, he hit oh dear, is Andy listening to the stream? The mine there on his computer right now? All right, Andy gets out of bounds. Good for him. Now, hopefully, he can have a nice, clean Spaceport Alpha. He's taking a very outside route here. He can probably tighten it up a little bit. He's also a little low. You don't want to go too low on this track here, otherwise you'll get warped back to the starting line, which would be an absolute nightmare. All right. And Andy gets a 28:46. So I'm sure he's probably a little disappointed with that, but Andy will regroup and he'll have a better showing in race 2, I'm sure. All right, so I think Andy's just gonna get a little windmill planes practice in real quick. We're gonna get the rematch going on SRL. This double balloon out of the zipper strat is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this before. But it seems to be working for him. He's getting out of bounds pretty consistently.
Wrong way.
Okay, this is the problem here. He's not going far enough into the corner. He needs to go right... Nope, he turned... Yeah. He needs to go right into the corner. He's turning too early. Oh, unfortunately got stopped. He looked like he was a little too low there. You want to be a little... Alright. Let's go, Andy. Again, this is one of the most difficult tricks in the game. And he gets stopped again. That looks pretty good. I think what happened was he just barreled a little too early. Uh-oh. I think we lost Andy's speed. Oh no, we're good. Okay, he's out of bounds. See, he's turning way too early there. He needs to go right into the corner.
Wrong way. No.
Alright. Looks like our racers are readying up for round 2.
Trophy race.
Should be starting any second now.
Trophy race.
Alright. The race is underway. Should be starting up pretty soon. Any second now.
Ancient Lake.
Alright, there we go. Alright, this is round 2. If you're just joining us, this is a All Trophy Races tournament match, round of 16 between Sweenerdog from the United States and andypanther from Switzerland. Sweenerdog took game 1.
Lap 2.
And Andy's looking to match him here on this second race. Wow, Sweener goes right through the dinosaur's legs. That was pretty sick. That was a pretty ballsy play. Usually you get stopped there.
Fossil Canyon.
Alright. So, Sweener with a little bit faster Ancient Lake. Let's see how these fossil canyons go. We're gonna see if Sweener's able to get some good canyonlesses. Canyonless is plural, canyonless. Alright, so he's gonna grab this blue balloon, hit that zipper, chain them so he can launch himself into the canyon. He's having a lot of trouble getting those blue balloons there. So 1 second apart on their first lap. Harsh bonk for Sweener. Alright, he manages to get the blue balloon here. Almost slips on that oil slick. Andy not too far behind. Ooh, he misses that zipper though. Alright. Sweener gets a 104, very good time. And Andy with a 110, which was better than his last race. So, some improvement there. Good stuff. And Sweener, I think he got 41 Jungle Falls. He's definitely going to be looking to improve that this time. He should be getting sub 40s. So let's see if he can do that. He got a little wobbly on his last lap there. I think he kind of kissed the inside of the skull head there, and he lost a little bit of speed. Alright, so Hot Top Volcano. Sweener gets out of bounds, no problem. This is one of the easier tricks in the run. Andy doing the double balloon strat. Gets out of bounds, no problem. Flying up and down the track here, making sure to hit those checkpoints on either end. Sweener, I think, he needs to get that checkpoint though. Okay, he got it. So he gets a 51. Not too bad.
Trophy race.
And Andy with a 56. So Sweener off to a little bit of a lead here. But that's just the first trophy. There's still lots of race left. So Sweener got a sub 20 first lap. Pretty good. Oh, Andy falls off the ship. He has to go around the ship now. And he misses the blue balloon, unfortunately. So he's got a 22-second first lap. I noticed Andy doesn't go for the blue balloon on the first corner there. A lot of runners will get that balloon as kind of a safety in case they don't grab the last balloon, but Andy not opting to go for it. He gets a 55. Alright, so now Sweener about to finish his first lap on Pyro Lagoon. Gets a 20.05 first lap. Not bad. Some nice boosts on Andy's side. Yo, what's up, Giz? Aw, Sweener unfortunately missing the blue balloon there. And the zipper getting trolled by Tip Top. And then the goal. Wow. I think he got a 59, or was it 58? I don't know. He might not be too happy with that. Another harsh bonk for Sweener. This race is still close. Oh, I'm a little... Okay, I will refresh. Okay. Alright. So Sweener on his last lap of Crescent Island. Andy not too far behind. Still keeping very good pace. Sweener gets a 110. Not sure if he's happy with that. He's probably... At this point, he's probably aiming for maybe a sub 110 for Crescent Island. And now for Giz's favorite track in the game. Treasure Caves. Sweener going for one of the harder strats there, and unfortunately doesn't get it. You'll see andypanther do one of the more common strats. So Andy will hold on to this balloon, and he'll chain it after this zipper here. Ooh, very nice. But unfortunately, he RBs right into the wall. Yeah, this track is not inconsistent or annoying at all. It's perfect in every way. Alright, so I missed Sweener's time there.
Trophy race. Everfrost Peak.
Let's see. Andy gets a 45. Which is probably like my average because I'm awful at this track, so yeah. Alright, so now Everfrost Peak. This is where we saw Sweener start to pull ahead a little bit in the last race. I think he had about 10 seconds gained on Andy here. So let's see if Andy can do a little bit better keeping pace with Sweener here. But so far it looks like Sweener has a pretty clean Everfrost Peak here. Alright, let's see what this is. A 108. So actually or was it a 109? It might have flipped to 109. But that's about 2 seconds slower than Sweener's last Everfrost Peak. Andy clipped right through that blue balloon. I don't know how that happened. And again, about 10 seconds separating them on that track.
Lap 2.
And now they're pretty synced up, except for the fact that Sweener's 1 lap ahead. This is turning out to be very similar to the first race that we saw. Andy deciding to use the blue balloon there instead of chaining it with this zipper here. He gets a 32 first lap. I think Sweener got a 126 or a 127. He gets a 123. That actually might be a PB for him, because I think he had a 124 before that, so congratulations to Sweener. That probably got him pretty pumped. I know he's pretty passionate when he plays. Alright, Andy coming up to the end of Walrus Cove with a 129. Sweener gets a 44. Snowball Valley.
Frosty Village.
Alright, Sweener looking to have a better Frosty Village than he did in his last race. I think he got like a 116. He'll probably want to improve that. Maybe to 111 or 112.
Lap 2.
Andy gets 46 on Snowball Valley. Not bad. Sweener doing a good job of getting that shield on the second lap there. That section, you can almost guarantee that there's going to be oil slicks or mines all over the track, but Sweener actually got lucky there, and there's nothing on the track, but always want to try and grab that shield just in case. Sweener missing that last zipper, but he gets a 113, which is better than his first race. And Sweener's done with Snowflake now. Andy Panther's still not that far behind.
Trophy race.
But now we get into Dragon Forest. Andy flying right off the slope there. Just sending it all the way to the bottom. Andy gets a 116.
Lap 2.
Sweener's first lap on Boulder King is 29. Sweener keeps clipping the inside corner there. He wants to try and take that corner a little wider so that he doesn't bonk on the inside there. What are their PBs? Sweener has a 25.33, and Andy, I think, has a 27.42, I think? I could be wrong. Let's see. 27-29. Oh, Andy. Oh, okay. Giz says that Andy has a 26-49. He might not have submitted it though. So yeah, just over a minute separates them.
Lap 2.
Right. Sweener got a 28 first lap on Greenwood Village, which is a little rough. Yeah, it says that he got it 16 days ago, which is pretty recent, so...
Final lap.
I'm not too sure. Andy having a better first lap than Sweener there. Sweener gets a 115, which is a little rough. But now, here we are again, Windmill Plains. Let's see if Sweener gets it again here. Very rarely does he miss this trick in races. And he gets it. So, you see Sweener, he's going right into the corner there. That's the problem that Andy has been having today. He's taking that turn way too sharp and missing the checkpoint there. So, hopefully Andy can avoid that. He uses his balloon. I don't know if he meant to do that because he's been doing the dub. Oh, he's just not even going for it. He's had enough with the Windmill Plains out of bounds today. So Sweener gets a 106.
Haunted Woods.
So that's going to put a considerable gap between him and Andy, unfortunately. If you weren't here for the first race, Andy had a lot of trouble on Windmill Plains out of bounds. He actually got out of bounds, but he kept missing a checkpoint, and then ultimately he ended up going back in bounds. And I think he had like a 2.5 minute Windmill Plains or something like that. It was pretty heartbreaking. So he said enough of that. He's just gonna do it in bounds. Like I said, Windmill Plains out of bounds is one of the toughest tricks in the game. If not the toughest trick. Sweener gets a 55 Haunted Woods, and by the sound of those frustration honks, he's probably not too happy about that. Andy gets a 140.
Trophy race.
And now Sweener's on to the final trophy in the game, Future Funland. And we're doing the hardest track in the game, Space Dust Alley. Sweener had a pretty good time in his first race. He had a 120. So let's see if he can get that again, or possibly even better.
Lap 2.
Gets a 28 first lap. Misses the zipper. Alright, let's see what Andy gets on Haunted Woods here. He could make up a little bit of time. He gets a 49. Good job, Andy. Saved 5 seconds on Sweener there. Oh, I think that was Sweener's first big mistake of this Space Dust Alley. So it looks like his first race is going to be better. Yeah, he gets a 122, 2 seconds slower than his first one. And Sweener, I don't think, got a sub 140 on his first race either, so he's going to be looking to get a sub 140 on this Dark Moon. Probably one of the harder car tracks in the game. First lap is 34. Not bad. Let's see how Andy's doing on Space Dust here. It doesn't look like he's YOLOing as hard as Sweener is, but Sweener did have a couple mistakes in his, so Andy's got a bit of a smoother ride, but because he's not YOLOing as much, he did end up having a slower Space Dust Alley by about 9 seconds, I think. Alright. So Sweener not getting the sub 140 again here. He gets a 142. I think that was very similar to his first race.
Star City.
Andy on pace for a good lap one here. Oh, until that bonk happened. I shouldn't have said anything. Sweener on Star City now.
Lap 2.
This track can be a little scary because of that bridge there. If you fall off the bridge, you have to drive all the way back to the start of the bridge to get back on it, and it wastes like a ton of time. So hopefully that doesn't happen to any of our racers. It didn't happen in the first race, so let's hope we don't see it here. Alright, so Sweener is about a track ahead here, going into the last track, so unless he royally messes up this out of bounds, it looks like Sweener will take this. So Sweener stocking up on his bananas here. And I don't think I mentioned this before, but there's a reason why we grab these bananas, because each one actually increases your acceleration and your top speed to a maximum of 10. And he misses it. Dang. This is rough. Alright, he'll probably try it again here. Uncommon mistake to see. Well, Sweener, I think a little while ago was having trouble with this trick, but he gets it on his second attempt. So this still looks like a clear Sweener victory. And that's it. Sweener moving on to the round of 8. The quarterfinals. And unfortunately that means we have to say goodbye to Andy. He did a real good job in the bracket stage, or not the bracket stage, sorry, the group stage, to get to the round of 16, but unfortunately won't be moving on past here. I don't know. Okay, so if Andy's PB is 27-29, this could be a PB here for him. $27.18. We'll have to see if that's a PB. Because according to the leaderboards, he has a 27-29. Next race now, unfortunately not. That is it. This is a best of 3. And Sweener won the first 2 races. So that is it. Sweener moving on to the quarterfinals. And Andy Panther is knocked out of the tournament, sadly. All right. So, what do we got going on next? If you want to watch some more Diddy Kong Racing tournament races, we've got another one tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern between Bandau and Vitor. That's going to be on the main Speed Gaming channel. And we've got a race Sunday at 4 p.m. Helul versus Mano. That we're not sure if is going to be streamed on Speed Gaming yet. And also Sunday night at 7 p.m. I will be racing Kiwi Killer. So yeah, there's still some more races. And let's see what else is coming up today. Yeah, today on Speed Gaming there's tons of Link to the Past randomizer. So it looks like that is happening all over the place. So yeah, if you're into that, make sure you check that out. Also, follow our runners, Sweenerdog 444 and Andy Panther. And make sure you follow all the Speed Gaming channels as well. They work really hard to restream all these tournament races. A lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to commentate. So yeah, make sure you follow all those channels. So yeah, it looks like that's going to be it for Diddy Kong Racing for today. So I will sign off. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.